Hey everyone, welcome back to Into the Deep End podcast. It's your boy, the Wallet Whisperer, diving into the realm of simping and societal dynamics. Today, we're unpacking a controversial video titled Anton's Twitter Rage Just Cost Him Everything, from the one and only at Shade of Jackson. If you've seen the original video, make sure to stick around for my insights on social dynamics and personal accountability. And if you haven't, no worries, I'll drop the link below so you can check it out as we go.
Really, I'm not even looking to make any more videos about Corey Holcomb or Anton Daniels, but people keep sending me stuff. And allegedly, Anton Daniels has been going on this particular Twitter post and then Twitter delete spree. And he did it the other day after going after Corey Holcomb once the video of Corey Holcomb came out of hitting that lady. But then here's another example. He posted, "I'm going to show you why you shouldn't worship these industry celebrities. Almost all of them are fake, closeted, and demonic. They've had a chokehold on the culture and are the worst for it. I don't want to be friends ever." Now,
all right, let's jump into it. O'Shea mentions that he didn't want to make more videos about Anton, but the content keeps pouring in. This notion of recurrent drama on social media reflects a deep societal issue, echoing much of what we discuss about simping, where misguided admiration can lead us into toxic behaviors. Anton posts about industry celebrities, calling them fake, closeted, and demonic. This is a bold claim, but it speaks volumes about personal projection. O'Shea cleverly points out that Anton may be reflecting his own issues by condemning others.
before I could get the screenshots of the post where people were basically roasting Anton Daniels up, you can imagine what people were saying. A lot of hypocrisy, a lot of, you do this and you do that. And then I thought about something in particular, and I want to talk about a concept. It's called cognitive ability. Cognitive ability refers to our mental capacity to do a few things. Number one, acquire knowledge, reason, solve problems, understand language, remember information, and to adapt to new situations. Other things like processing speed, how quickly you can think and respond. But, and examples in life would be like reading a complex article, remembering instructions, solving a math problem, things like that, making decisions under pressure. And typically how these things are improved, one of the main ways that you can improve your cognitive ability is reading. It's one of the best ways to do it. But when you look at this idea of cognitive ability, when you listen to white racists or when you listen to black conservatives, they would argue that, on average, the Black American community or even the African American community or Black American community and blacks in general worldwide have a lower cognitive ability of other races.
On the flip side, O'Shea does come off quite harsh at points. While discussing Anton's cognitive abilities, it's crucial to remember that labeling someone can sometimes backfire. It invites defensiveness rather than reflection. True engagement requires a nuanced approach to dialogue, which often gets lost in the fervor of social media outrage.
Especially in comparisons to whites. And this is what Anton is doing right now. He's saying that everybody else is a problem in the culture. And when he says industry celebrities, he's not talking about just white industry celebrities. He's talking about black celebrities. And a lot of this is some of the people who could be, critical of his debate with Corey Holcomb himself, and then he's calling them fake, closeted, and demonic. Okay, they've had a chokehold on the culture, and when he means the culture, it's just not the culture of entertainment. He's talking about the black culture. But one of the things in cognitive ability that I really think is very interesting is your ability to, number one, understand yourself and understand other people. That is a part of reasoning. When you're reasoning, you have the ability to look at, number one, yourself. What is the problem with myself? Now, I know that we are all biased towards ourselves. We would all love to believe that we are greater than we really are until, a fateful day comes and we get humbled. But one of the reasons that cognitive ability is so important because you get to understand how somebody else feels. Let me give you an example. When we were in high school reading books, some of you may have read something like, To Kill a Mockingbird, or Shakespeare's plays Romeo and Juliet, or if you read the Bible, King James Version, what you try to do is to understand the writer's point of view. And that is why, if you think about, American school system or European school systems, one of the things that occurs in education, kind of without you knowing, is that you're able to see somebody else's perspective. And that's the reality of an educated person. A well-rounded educated person can look at somebody else's point of view and then look at their own point of view and see where the flaws are. And you can do that and say, you know what, here I'm wrong. I'm making a mistake here. This person's logic is better than mine, and I'm in error in comparisons to what they're saying in this particular passage or about.
O'Shea emphasizes Anton's dichotomy of claiming Christian values while leading a contradictory lifestyle. This inconsistency highlights a common issue where individuals in the public eye struggle to align their values with their actions. One we often see in the world of simping as well, where people might praise their idolization of someone while compromising their self-respect.
He follows God, but everybody else is fake, closeted, and demonic.
Boy, you don't sit your stupid ass down. Who the f you think you is?
He mentions when you peek behind the curtain, it's all a facade. Well, we can say that about Anton Daniels. When you talk about his life, you can talk about him being demonic. You can talk about him being fake. You can talk about him being closeted. You can say all of these things about Anton Daniels in which he is leveraging these points on other people. Talk about them having the chokehold on the culture and they are the worst for it, but he won't talk about how he benefits. But as a black conservative, his job should be trying to change the culture. But he's a part of the chokehold on the culture and he can't understand that. I don't want to be friends ever is what he's saying, but with all of the calamities that he has in his own personal life, he doesn't want to be friends with people that are like him.
But before we keep going, let's take a moment to chat about a fantastic tool for all content creators out there. VidIQ. Tired of spending hours trimming your footage? Just like how O'Shea emphasizes accountability, VidIQ helps you optimize your time and grow your audience by transforming long videos into engaging shorts. You can check it out in the pinned comments or description below.
And it made me realize something. Anton Daniels may not be as smart as we thought he was. This doesn't mean that Anton Daniels doesn't know how to make money or Anton Daniels is not successful, but Anton Daniels is a part of the problem in which he blames the black community for. He would like to separate himself from the problems of the black community when he's a product of the culture. Let him tell it, right? That he's talking about. Anton Daniels doesn't have reasoning ability. He cannot make logical connections and judgments. He could not understand that by making that post, he basically described his entire life, his entire personality, and in his own words, his entire facade. He believes that other people cannot see through the problem that he posted, which means that he's okay to see other people's issues, but he cannot see his own. And the reason why he can't see his own is because part of his cognitive ability in one area or another is low. And so what I believe Anton Daniels has is some type of impediment. Now, I'm not saying that Anton Daniels is retarded. I'm not saying that Anton Daniels is not functional. I'm not going to say that because Anton Daniels very well understands what he's doing and what he's trying to do. But he is showing us something about his learning ability and that his critical thinking and understanding is damaged. There is a problem there. There is a learning gap there. And see, this problem is so big in the black community because we all hate people like each other. That's the issue. That's the problem everywhere. I'm in Uganda, and I see this all the time.
O'Shea tells us about the common scapegoating mentality seen in the black community, where it's easy to blame others. This mindset can be detrimental and is a key aspect we need to confront, just like how simping can lead us to overlook our own faults. By continually pointing fingers, we're failing to engage with the true nature of our relationships.
And people always blame others for their problems, and you can break those problems up into 4 buckets. When you have a person that wants to make excuses, they can always use 4 frameworks. Number 1, I didn't understand the information, so I didn't know. Number 2, nobody told me. Okay, so no one told me about this. Or number 3, it's somebody else's fault. Okay, or number 4, but I already told you part of the information. All of these are excuses for why you can't do something. And when you look at Anton Daniels, he's using number 3. The number 3 unaccountability problem that you see in almost every poor country, including certain parts of America, whether it be white America or black America, is it's someone else's fault. I don't want to be around these people because all of these people are fake, but not me. And when you look at a person like that, it is almost mild retardation in that thinking. And such a person is dangerous. And this is one of the reasons why a person like Fresh and Fit or Tommy Sotomayor could lose their channel. They could turn back around and blame YouTube for it. I mean, you used to hear it all the time. Like, how is it that Tommy Sotomayor is breaking all of these rules on YouTube and he's blaming YouTube and he's using free speech as a mechanism to defend his behavior of hate speech on the platform? Same thing with Just Pearly Things or Myron. Whenever you talk about how people want to limit his speech and stop him from doing things, it's somebody else's fault. When you look at Anton Daniels and when you talk about the fact that he's living a lifestyle that's ungodly, according to him, that he has multiple women outside of his marriage, he will try to reduce somebody like me to saying, well, the reason why you're talking about me is because you have a female perspective. But the only way to justify it is that person has a low cognitive ability. That's all it is. And that person dresses himself up as, somebody that's more intelligent, some more intellectual. But the reality is that people that dress themselves up as more intelligent or more intellectual, in the real sense that I found, and I'm a person that went to medical school, those people have a learning deficit, clearly, that they're trying to hide. The most intelligent.
The strengths of O'Shea's video are clear. It prompts essential reflection on our own behaviors and encourages accountability. However, the weaknesses lie in the potential for harshness, creating defensiveness rather than productive conversations, especially regarding the nuances of relationships and cognitive capacity.
The most intelligent people, and I've went to medical school, I've went to post-bac programs, people who are really smart and really bright, never have to tell anybody. They never talk about somebody else's inability to learn. They never really discuss someone's inability to learn. They don't do that. And the reason why they don't do that is because they're too busy being productive, and it's so easy for them to move away from somebody like that. So if you are from the black community and you understand that there's a cognitive ability problem in certain parts of black America, you use that for fuel to get away from it. But if you understand that, you should not be participating in that behavior. This is the whole situation with Anton Daniels and his ability to engage Corey in the same Neanderthal tactics that he accused him of. Instead of understanding that his cognitive ability was better than Corey, let's just say that, quote unquote, he did the opposite. The reason why he was upset with Corey and got into it with Corey and then went on this world tour of, saying how he was going to beat Corey up and all this stuff, is because of a learning deficit issue. That's the only way you can explain it. You can say that in some capacity, his mental ability to learn and to reason is more limited than what he wants to explain. And you can dress it up as I have more money than you. You can dress it up that I have more cars than you. You can dress it up in all of these other facets of, phrases and language and talking points. But when people see you post something like this, there is only one thing that you can think of. That person's almost retarded.
If you found value in today's analysis, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more deep dives. And make sure to watch the original video to see O'Shea's full perspective. It's a must-watch. All right, fam, until next time, let's keep challenging our perceptions and encouraging healthier dynamics in our relationships. Remember, it's all about balance, respect, and self-awareness. Thanks for tuning into the Deep End Podcast. This is the Wallet Whisperer signing off.
They been talking on the low, I've been quiet taking notes. Now I'm walking through the door like I bought the whole floor. New kicks on the tile, little smirk, crooked smile. Every head turning slow like they been waiting a while. You can feel the power flow, every step, every motion. I'm the one that watching close, feeding off the commotion. I'm bad, shaman on. Bad, really, really bad. You can feel the power flow. When I move, when I laugh, I'm the one they'll notice. Every room I own it, got that fire in my heart. Yeah, I'm ready to own this. I'm bad. Bad, really, really bad. Little pressure, little heat, turn the stress into steam. I don't fold, I don't freeze, I just dance through the scene. They say, who do you think you are? Say that a little louder. If they're scared of a little spark, wait till they see the power. You can feel the power flow, every step, every motion. I'm the one that watching close, feeding off the commotion. I'm bad, shaman on. Bad, really, really bad. You can feel the power flow. When I move, when I laugh, I'm the one they'll notice. Every room I